Many homes all over Nigeria are battling serious economic challenges as a result of high cost of living. Today, we'll be looking at school resumption amidst economic challenges. My name is Samson Owojaye and I welcome you to Morning Safari. That's your favorite magazine program. And of course, today I am not a lone anchor. With me is...
I am Amina Yusuf and welcome to Morning Safari, your #1 breakfast show on the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Ilori. You know, as we do it on Morning Safari, apart from the discussion segment where we're looking at school resumption amidst economic challenges, we have other complementary segments such as the newspaper segment where we're reading out the headlines on our dailies. Then comes the fitness. We're going to show you various exercises you can do in the gym and on the mat. The health segment will educate you on the health implication of excessive intake of vitamin C supplements. The children are not left out. The cartoon continuations of Balls of Fury will continue today. Then comes the background report that leads all to the discussion segment and entertainment by Mansoura Abisoye. Then comes sports. Trust me, your Saturday morning promises quite educative and informative. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Morning Safari, your breakfast Saturday morning magazine show, is available for your patronage. From all shades of opinion to exciting and exclusive interview of personalities, corporate bodies and organizations for your business and social engagement, event coverage, product launch and rebranding, annual general meetings, we are at your beck and call. You can as well advertise and promote your business, commercial activities, hotel and tourism, entrepreneurship development, and many more are all at our services. Contact us today. The numbers to call are Bola 080-565-30106, Tony 080-349-71969, or visit us at our office, NTA Ilorin, along Fatih Road, Ilorin. You can log on to our social streaming platform live on www.facebook.com/NTA Ilorin. Morning Safari, we serve you better.
Welcome back. It's now time for our newspaper segment. With me, I have the Saturday Punch and the Saturday Telegraph.
And with me, I have Saturday Tribune and This Day.
Starting with the Saturday Punch. Beside the nameplate, hospitals wear 10,000 fetish death certificate for the living. And below the nameplate, strike. Federal government considers out-of-court settlement with ASU. Court adjourned suit till Monday. NAS sues Ngege and Adamu. The story can be found on page 4. 2023, INEC projects 95 million voters plans for 1,520 seats. Commission laments increasing level of insecurity. Nigerians should expect electoral justice in 2023, says Yakubu. New registrants to be contacted via phone, mail for PVC collection. This story can be found on page 4. Tears, mixed feelings as Lagos auctions seized abandoned vehicles. The story can be found on page 22. Briefing owns Igbo apology, compensation for Biafra's destruction, says Professor Anya. The story can be found on page 1. Ranching only exists in dictionary. We don't understand it, says Mieti Allah, Cat Breeders Association of Nigeria. The story can be found on page 2. Unemployment rate rising daily. Federal government agencies cries out. The story can be found on page 26. And at the back of the Saturday Punch, Basi Brandt's FIFA 23 rating disrespectful. I wasn't expecting OON award, admits Broma. If you have interest in any of these headlines, get the Saturday Punch.
Alright, on Saturday Tribune, above the nameplate, NCAA lifts suspension on Hasman Airlines. Halafin stool. Kingsmakers shortlist 10 out of 65 aspirants. Details of that could be found on page 4. Shetima, as Tinubu's chief demarketer, says Perogi. That's on the back page. And the biggest caption, Northern PDP elders back IU. Say party should unite to save Nigeria from APC's ruins. Atiku leaves for Europe on business trip. And on morning ritual, I paid 30,000 naira for 2 humans call, says suspects. That's on page 3. Armed robbery. My husband grabbed a pistol, threatened to shoot me. 22-year-old mother of 5 says, court adjourns federal government suit against ASU again. That's on page 4. We will mobilize, vote against politicians denying us our benefits, says pensioners. Hail Makinde over health insurance policy in Oyo. Why elections are expensive in Nigeria, says INEC boss Yakubu. Behind Saturday Tribune, notes from Atlanta with Farouk Perogi, Shetima as Tinubu's chief demarketer. And on sports, minister orders probe of France FA. For any interest, ensure to grab your copy.
And now to Saturday Telegraph. Above the masthead, terrorism charge. Legal team visits Kanu in DSS custody. Says IPOP leader convinced justice in the offing. The story can be found on page 4. Strike. Court declines federal government's request to compel ASU to resume work. Adjourns hearing to September 19. Buhari meets pro-chancellors. The story can be found on page 3. Below the masthead, 2023, attempts to stop bimodal voters accreditation system use all spelled doom for Nigeria, says Sagi. Says it's plot to rig next year's general elections. Action part of script by highly placed officials afraid of losing polls, says Galadima. Accuses Uzodinma of being behind plot. He is working with others to undermine INEC, says Imo governor. The story can be found on page 2. Makinde all accept appointment in campaign council, says Oyo PDP. Says grouse not with Atiku. The story can be found on page 3. CJN confirmation 2023 budget. Security top Senate agenda, says Lawan. The story can be found on page 4. APC stalwarts fits over Tinubu's election, over Tinubu's decision since emergence as candidate. Remedial actions have to be taken to avoid apathy before elections. We are together as members of APC. Nothing like lack of consultation, says Kiamu. The story can be found on page 2. NCAA grants permission to Azman to resume flight services, renews license. The story can be found on page 4. Alafin succession. 65 aspirants appeared for interview. 10 shortlisted, says Oyemesi. The story can be found on page 30. And behind the Saturday Telegraph, outstanding is on sports. So if you have interest in any of these headlines, get the Saturday Telegraph.
And lastly, for today's newspaper highlights, on this day paper, High CPC civil servants padded 2021-2022 budget with 400 billion naira duplicated projects. Says 49.9 billion naira collected as salaries by ghost workers from January to June this year. Buhari reward athletes with national honors. 200 million naira cash. That's good. Shetima says inability to build highlights consensus Nigeria's greatest challenge. That's on page 12. PDP releases presidential campaign council composition. Emmanuel is chairman, Mohammed vice chair for North, Makinde vice chair South, Tambuwal director general. Inflation hits 17-year high at 20.52%, high in Ebonyi, Rivers, Bayelsa. Analysts have or need to formulate, implement policies to boost food supply. CBN, Nigeria's attitude to foreign goods impacting economy negatively. And INEC says, no new addition or subtraction from voters registration. And behind this day, Akin Oshuntokun dialogue with Nigeria, continuity and change, Nigeria and the UK. Kehinde Bamigbeton, guest columnist, read two of a kind. And for any interest in any of these papers, ensure to grab a copy of yours. And many thanks to Olowo Paper Stand for their goodness.
Yes.
Every Saturday.
And
all
next,
right, what's next?
we have fitness.
Fitness.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to fitness segment on Morning Safari. My name is Mustafa Adidare. Today we'll be talking about exercises pertaining to our tummy, like programs you can do. And we have so many programs. We have ab crunches. We have the ones you can do on the mat. We have the ones you can do on the machine. And I believe in the machine more because it's more effective and it's hardcore compared to the mat one. But the two is both effective. But I'll prefer the machine app program.
I'm Lawal Alima by name. I'm actually here at Fitness Gym to work on my belly. I used to have a big belly before, but trust me, I've been working out for like a year and a few months, and I've seen a lot of changes. I do workouts morning and evening most times, and sometimes when I'm not chance, I work out at home. I do some few abs exercise like ab crunches, burpees, leg raises, and so many more do. definitely the result is obvious, as you can see.
Russian sweet side bend.
Sit up.
Sit up.
Which
I
of
think
them do you do?
I'll try to sit up at
The
home.
sit up.
What
Okay.
about you?
Well, I'm not a fan of this gyms, and I just prefer
You don't
workout.
keep fit?
Workout,
Okay, just
exercise,
work out.
yeah, I prefer that.
All right. Okay. Next we have,
Is health.
and on health we have
What
health
do we have?
implication of excessive intake of vitamin C supplements.
Supplements.
Those sweet supplements. You know we take them anyhow. So let's see what they have for us. Vitamins and minerals are organic molecules that are essential micronutrients which an organism needs in small quantities for the proper functioning of its metabolism. Vitamins and minerals are considered essential nutrients because, acting in concert, they perform hundreds of roles in the body. They help shore up bones, heal wounds, and bolster your immune system. They also convert food into energy and repair cellular damage. Vitamins help your body grow and work the way it should. They are usually designated by selected letters of the alphabet, as in vitamin D, C, A, K, B, and lots more. The best approach to ensure you get a variety of vitamins and minerals and in the proper amount is to adopt a broad, healthy diet, high in fruits and vegetables. There are vitamins and mineral supplements we use to augment the natural ones gotten from healthy diets, and these supplements are usually overabused by the users, narrowing it down to the vitamin C supplements that are usually abused by the users due to the sweet nature of this supplement. Dr. Nasiru Sani will be our guide on the negative effects of excessive intake of vitamin C supplements.
There are different vitamins that the body needs. We have the vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Vitamins, most time they promote growth in the body, and they also help to build immunity and encourage the body to be healthy. Vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin that is commonly seen in many fruits like orange, mango, and to a very good extent, getting vitamin C from this naturally occurring fruit is better than consuming it in supplement. But in institution that one needs to take vitamin C supplement, one needs to take it in moderation, because excessive intake of vitamin C can lead to a number of health implications. Bear in mind that vitamin C is an acid, ascorbic acid. Too much acid in the stomach can cause irritations, and it can lead to some refluxes, and some people, when they take large quantity of vitamin C, can have diarrhea. Likewise, vitamin C can combine with other chemicals in the body and causes stones, kidney stones. Likewise, vitamin C in the patients who are prone to excess iron, vitamin C can promote absorption of iron from the stomach. So this excess absorption of iron can lead to excess iron in the body, and excess iron in the body can be deposited in various organs of the body like the heart, the liver, the thyroid, the kidney, and at the end of the day it can damage all these organs. My advice to our viewers is that we are blessed in this part of the world where we are. We have naturally occurring fruit, and most times we see fruit at one point in time or the other. Let's go more with consumption of vitamin C in fruits, oranges, mangoes, and all these fruits. They have a lot of vitamin C. Consuming them and limiting supplement injection, because most times supplements do more harm to the body than good.
Vitamins and minerals are generally safe for most people, especially if you get it from healthy diet foods. Ensure to take your vitamins and mineral supplements in accordance to doctor's prescription. Your health is in your hands. Yes, the health implications of excessive intake of vitamin C supplement. You know, we don't care, you just take it. You don't know that it has a side effect because it's very sweet. So let's go back to fruit. I think it's better. Yeah. Let's go back to fruit. The next
is children. Pause of fury. It's time for the children to enjoy themselves. Don't send them on errands right now. Stay tuned.
We're living where the heroes ran in short supply to a land so harsh and unforgiving. Who rode a hero, the blazing samurai? When one town was found to be in danger from the evildoers slipping by.
Welcoming committee. Maybe this won't be so bad. Okay, first day on the job. Make eye contact, smile.
It's a dog! He's gonna ruin everything! Let's kill him before the new samurai arrives! Take it! Now that's what I call walking the dog! Yeah, 'cause she hit that dog with a walk. Is he dead? Hey, see if he has any snacks in his pockets.
Oh, it's a trick! He's a playing dead bad doggy!
Second! Wait, can we just talk for 1 minute? Shut up, dog! I am the new samurai. I am. Look, here's my cup. Let him have it!
Stop! He is the new samurai. It says he's been appointed by the shogun himself.
Well, that is... Wow. I did not see that coming. Give me that. You must be confused, little girl. Oh, well, this is certainly disappointing. What is? I can't read. She is right. It's official.
So we cannot kill him?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. We're all disappointed. But we can still hate him, right? Absolutely.
You are number 1, not a cat. Number 2, you are a dog, so that goes back to you not being a cat. And to see, you are definitely not a samurai because you are a dog, and that goes back to you not being a cat. Go back where you came from, car chaser.
Again? What's a car? Stop being curious. You'll kill us all.
Hi.
Hi. Are you really a dog?
Yes, I am a dog.
Told you. I didn't know dogs could be samurai.
Well, they can, and I... Wait, why not?
Your sword's on backwards?
No, it's not, actually. Is it? Do you know how this is supposed to go?
I know a few things about samuraiing.
Fair enough. How about I deputize you as my official assistant?
That dog! Don't talk to him. Can't you touch him? Time to use our hand sanitizers.
No. Dog! Damn it! What kind of a world do we live in? Where good and upright citizens can't be counted on to kill someone just because they look different.
We could try beating them up again. Only problem is, they still have a samurai.
You're kidding me, right? He's a Labrador. Put his tail between his legs and let's finish this!
Okay. Here goes nothing.
That was for the children. I believe the children enjoyed all of that. And right about now, we dive into the background report for our discussion. Don't forget, the topic before us on our table today is school resumption amidst economic challenges. So let's have the background report. Stay tuned.
After the completion of academic activities at the end of every term and section, the schools usually given vacation for some weeks. Following this, another term or section will begin for full school activities. As students are now preparing for resumption to commence another academic calendar, both schools management and parents are putting measures in place for smooth running of the next academic section. This is considered alongside with the economic situation in the country and the realities faced by the society. Parents are putting efforts to get their wards and children ready for the new academic calendar, labels with its attendance pressure of acquiring basic needs.
Well, we are struggling. We are trying to prepare because prices of things have really gone up. Compared to last term, the books I bought here today is like ×3 of what it used to be. And school fees has gone up too. It's a bit stressful, and I won't lie to you, it's not easy. We're just struggling to survive.
We thank God that they are on holidays, and by the grace of God on Monday they will resume. So we are fully prepared to come and pay for the school fees and for the books and for the lesson.
Some schools visited noted their readiness for new academic activities.
Teachers are fully aware that we are resuming next week Monday, and some of them have been coming for their books to use. Something like this, the curriculum, the scheme of work and the register. And we normally resume a week ahead of the normal school setting so that we can have our preparation on ground. So for now, we are fully prepared.
We are fully prepared for our parents, and we are prepared for the children. And normally our parents, you see parents coming and going out, buying things, buying books, preparing for their children. So the school is fully prepared, and we thank God that the resumption will be successful. Normally things are good for everyone in this country because we need to be positive. So we need to work according to the plans of our parents.
We are set because during the holiday, the staff, we have been up and doing, preparing assiduously for the new session, putting things in place that will help the standard of the school.
Meanwhile, the Permanent Secretary, Kwara State Ministry of Education, Kemi Adeosun, noted that Monday 19th of September 2022, earlier scheduled for resumption time, is sacrosanct. She further stated that adequate measures have been put in place as preparation for full resumption.
The resumption date for the 2022-2023 academic section is 19th September 2022, and it has been announced to school. We have distributed the school calendar, the schools they have it, and all the stakeholders, so we are not altering it. So 19th September 2022 is our resumption date for the 2022-2023 academic calendar. Preparation have been in place. The School Services Department, the QAB Department, we have met and we have strategized on how to monitor compliance, resumption compliance. And on Wednesday, His Excellency the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak, met with the principals across the state. And after the meeting with HE, we waited, we met the principals, and we told them school is resuming 19th, and they have to be on their toes. Whatever they need to put in place in their school, they should get ready for resumption.
Likewise, the Permanent Secretary noted that there will be no increase in school fee levy.
We have let them know that because of the economic crunch, we don't want them to place an unnecessary burden on parents, that nobody, no school whatsoever, should increase the PTA levy. And even the new intakes, we have told them on Wednesday that they should not charge unnecessarily. And any school court doing that will be sanctioned according to the Civil Service Code. So, like I said earlier, that the School Services Department, the QOB, they will be on their toes to monitor schools.
As the schools are set to resume, parents and students are enjoined to be in good state and proper readiness for the commencement of the fresh academic session.
Well, it's good to have you back, viewers at home. Yes, it's time for the discussion segment. school resumption amidst economic challenges. And our guest is in the studio right now, and his name is Dr. Rahman Adetunji Latif. He's a school administrator and also a parent. So he's going to be talking for both sides. And Doctor, welcome.
Thank you very much. Good morning, listeners.
All right. I want to ask, Doctor, school resumption is approaching right now.
Okay.
So what do you think are the preparatory measures that schools should be taking right now?
Okay. First and foremost, I want to draw us back to the memory lane. We have been on vacation for nearly 7 weeks, and for a school which knows their onions, by now they must have put in place so many things in order to welcome the returnees and the new intakes. What are those things expected of good schools? One, the environment must be well tidied up, very clean. Two, you must cut all the grasses around in order to ward off all the reptiles, rodents that can bite or injure our students or pupils. And at the same time, fumigation is very essential, because the Kwara State government, through the KWEPA, Kwara Environmental Protection Agency, they are in alliance with the private schools and the public schools in the state, and their duties, among their duties, is to ensure that all our schools are well fumigated. You know, the experience we had during coronavirus, Ebola, and what have you. So all the leftover of all the germs and viruses around have to be cleaned. As we know that students or learners, they be coming from every diverse in our society to assemble in a classroom. And then if those measures are not well taken, those children, they will go home with affected virus or viruses, and they will go and infect others, innocent people at home. So that is why it's always very important for school to maintain their very well hygienic measure in order to make our society free of diseases. And in terms of academics, a school that knows its onions must by now be ensured that all the teachers are returning. As we have it, human being entitled to move. The movement of human being nobody can curtail it in form of searching for greener pasture. And as we read it in economics, that human want is insatiable. If you are offering a teacher particular a certain sum of money here, another school offer higher. So you cannot stop such teacher from moving. So that is why it's always good for schools to allow the teachers to resume 1 week ahead of time. The student or the learners will be returning, so that by then we know who and who is coming, who and who is not coming. The practice in public school is quite different from practice in private school, because in public schools, gratuities are ensured, and job protection are there, and nobody will want to jeopardize maybe 15 years, 16 years, 20 years he has put in service. So this practice is not the same in most of the private schools. So based on that, some teachers tend to move from one school to another. Apart from ensuring that the teacher must be well around, the document that we encourage smooth learning and teaching has to be well grounded and put in place. Most especially the instrument we use in school setting is a curriculum. It's just like a builder. You want to go to site without having the building plan. So schools must be guided by curriculum. And it's the duty of the teachers to break down the curriculum into scheme of work or works. And the teacher will equally break down the scheme of work into lesson notes. So this will streamline and the teaching of the teaching in classes.
Right.
And teacher must well prepare, because you are not just going to the class. That is why the first week of orientation is very essential for our teachers that will be coming, for them either to remind them of what is expected of them when the school fully resumes, or to train the incoming teachers about the culture and norms of the school.
Right.
So if all these things are well prepared, then we'll now be talking about which textbooks are students going to be used, so that where are they going to get it? Do we have alliance with the publishers who supply the school, so that the parent will not be scampering, moving from one pole to another pole to search for the books? Because recommended books are not the same in schools. You know, we have different approaches. For instance, when we are using the same curriculum but different approaches. So based on that, the authors write based on their own approaches, not to streamline, to simplify the art of teaching. So it now depends on the philosophy of each school, how to interpret it.
Right.
If your write-up is in line with my philosophy, and the simplicity of your books, will determine exactly what the school will do. So these, among others, are the preparation expected of a good school. So,
thank you very much, sir. You said these that you have said are for the good schools, because talking of the cleaning and the fumigation and all that, I understand there are schools where they wait on the students to come do things like that, like to do the cleaning, the cutting of the grasses. So are you saying this is like not good enough?
Well, the era of using students as slaves should be things of the past.
Wow.
Because in our time, they wait.
Yes, sir.
Most especially some of us that attended public schools. In fact, we used 2 weeks to cut the grasses.
Even in my time.
So we belong to the same century.
I'm not really saying that.
The same 21st century.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, but now, in private school, you know, there's competition in private schools, which I can speak largely for. And the parents want comfort for their kids, and they want values for the money they paid. So it will be foolhardy for any schools at this age to allow the students to come into the school and hand them over, and handed cutlasses to them, who to be hoeing, when parents are paying a lot of money in order to ensure the child. I mean, we are not saying they should not be allowed to do some labor when it's time, because agriculture is part of their studies. But as you are by, you resort the students, I mean the learners, to laborers. It should not be allowed. So for a good school, I maintain that all these things must be put in place before the arrival of the
Thank
school.
you.
Because we have schools in schools. Yeah, we have schools.
That's why you are particular about the good schools.
About good schools.
All right, thank you very much. You made mention of the parents. So I want you to speak as an administrator and as a parent also. So what do you think the parents are to be putting in place right now that school are resuming?
Thank you very much. The parents, most of our parents do not have time due to the economic pressure. Majority of them, most of them do not have time. But that does not mean they should not do the needful. If you don't have the money to buy new uniform, the one they use the previous time should be well maintained. And the exercise books, fresh one, must be provided. Textbooks must equally be provided. Although we have numbers of books, but if a parent can meet up with 50% of the textbook required, at least the school should be able to provide some of these books in their libraries or teachers' copy in order to complement. Because these fingers are not equal. But where you insist that the parent must provide all the textbooks, and in line with coupled with the school fees they are going to pay and other charges, it will be too weighted on them. So as of now, the parents supposed to be sure that the child are well kit up in terms of their uniforms, and ensure that they have writing materials, and ensure that they prepare them for school, and they return to school as early as possible.
All right. Don't you think the parents will be panicking mostly about the school fees increments?
Well, that's
because I think several schools now, it's almost becoming a norm that schools every term or probably every year, in fact this is moving to first time now. Yes. I believe that.
We are already in first time.
Okay, so look at that now. There will be several increments in several schools right now. So I believe parents will be panicking right now. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, it's a good question. These scenarios, it has been like this long ago. It's not new. It's just like, for instance, when our Muslim brothers are preparing for Salah, everybody will be shouting, oh, where do we go to get ram, to have money to buy ram? The same song we sing we sang about 6 years ago. It's the same song we are singing, they were singing on a yearly basis. Likewise, school resumption. It always generates noise on the resumption. But presently, the economic situation of the country is tense.
Very tense.
Not only Nigeria, even though globally.
Yes, sir.
When I read through the percentage of inflation everywhere, even though in UK, the UK inflation is around 10% now. Not 50 years of experience. Maybe the last 50 years they've had such. And Nigeria as at present is about 20.3 or 20.7, which is about 17 years of the experience we have had. The highest in the last 17 years. So it's always like that. But the beauty of this country is we are running a kind of a capitalist economy, whereby you have the right to place your price, and parents have the right to react to the pricing.
Wow.
So it is not a major problem to me. For example, now you see many parents have been moving from one school to another. Parents have been calling to know what is your pricing in your own school. So as a result, parents have the right to move to where the pricing is equal to their cost.
Yes, sir.
And then if any school will increase school fees, it will be before the students vacated, not now that the students are coming. So parents must have prepared their minds. But to our colleagues who have schools, we advise that we should consider the economic situation of the country very well before we take our decision. Most especially the private school. Because once you are not being able to be considerate, parents tend to move to where the price is okay.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And lastly, what do you think the government can do to regulate school fee increments in private schools, especially?
What? I will have the question. I will use the question to answer that question. What has government done to regulate price of commodity in the market?
Wow.
It is not done. So the leverage, tactically I've answered this question. The beauty of it is, if your own price is high, I have the right to move to another place where the price is low, and I will receive the same quality. Look at one of the studies in economics. In demand, or what have you. If the demand of, if the price of a particular good is high, then we look for alternative. The higher the price, the lower the quantity I will demand. The lower the price, the higher the quantity I will demand. So it is just vice versa. Government cannot come and say they want to regulate the price of the school. I had this experience from one of the schools some years back. No, I will not mention the school.
Okay.
We were trying to drag that school. It's one of the international schools around into association of the private schools in the state.
Okay.
The school now said, I wouldn't want to join your association because of the price regulation. He said the kind of service I would like to render and the kind of equipment I brought from overseas, you cannot tell me to bring down the price based on the quality of infrastructures and material that they have to level with you guys that are running the local schools, which is logical. So as a result, government cannot come and regulate the price, but the parent can regulate.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Rahman Adetunji Lateef. I've been speaking with him and it's been beautiful. So parents all over Nigeria, you can regulate by yourself by going for the schools that match up with your course. All right, next on our lineup today will be entertainment. I believe you're ready for that, so stay tuned.
Sometimes it feels like success is a drive, and sometimes it feels like people don't understand, cause the pressure plenty and the expectations high. Even your day ones were supposed to get your back, sometimes they won't stay fight, and everybody has an opinion. How you supposed to live your life? And even people were supposed to show you the way, now the people they backbite. Cannot be part of the ego. Sometimes I gotta change my mind, sometimes I gotta stay behind, sometimes I will have to say no. Sometimes I gotta throw what out of my head, make this person don't go drive me insane, no. So if you see me outside and I don't sleep, you know that's back on my head is full, oh. I'm out, you know the level. Now this house is like this. Family go call, enemy go call, I don't know who is. Don't be proud of the people. Sometimes I can't take away when I have nothing to say, cause the will have to stay. Sometimes I don't know what's out of my head, and this person don't drive me insane. So you can see me for sure, and I don't need to know that back on my head is full of. I'm about you know the level. That is also like it.
Hello and welcome to entertainment segment on your favorite breakfast show, Morning Safari. I am Monsurat Abisoye, and today, as usual, I will be dishing out hot, trending and well-packaged entertainment gist, which I believe will keep you glued to your TV. But before that, let's go on a short break. I will be back. Welcome back. It's still entertainment segment on Morning Safari. So sit back and enjoy the gist. I'm not single. I have a woman living with me in Lagos. Frederick Leonard wants women dying to marry him. Frederick Leonard, a multiple award-winning actor who have over the years paid his dues to stardom, has raised an alarm on his verified Instagram page over the rate of fraud committed with his name and brand. The self-styled film lord shared a flyer crafted and printed by imposters, which falsely stated that he has signed a deal with Netflix and will be recruiting people into Nollywood. Leonard stated via his caption that it's the work of fraudsters and imposters. He thereby washed his hands off some publications, and as he went ahead to reveal that he is no longer single for those who are easily deceived by his imposters on the promise of marriage. I believe this should be a note of warning to everyone out there who have been having conversations with these imposters thinking it's Frederick. And to all ladies out there eyeing this handsome guy, so sorry to disappoint you all, he's no longer single. And moving on to the next gist, We have been through a lot together. Mustafa Shalagbade pledges his life to his wife on her birthday. Nollywood actor Mustafa Shalagbade has penned an emotional birthday message to his beautiful wife as she clocks a new age. The actor noted how he and his wife have been through a lot together, and he went on to pledge his life to his wife, stating that his wife deserves the very best of life because she's the very best thing that has ever happened to him. That is nice. A good wife needs to be appreciated. But wait, where now they see this love? I beg, share updates now. And to the last gist for today. I don't know who loves me for real anymore. Asake opens up on his struggle with fame. Nigerian trading singer Ahmed Ololade, better known as Asake, has opened up about his life before fame and now is being treated currently. Asake, who made it to the limelight some months ago after he dropped his hit song Omokpe featuring YBNL label boss Olamide, has gone on to amass massive numbers of fans and lovers to himself. His popularity grew even bigger after he dropped his debut album, Mr. Money with the Vibe, with many of his tracks topping the charts. However, Asake in an interview revealed that his newfound fame has made it difficult for him to spot the difference between those who show him fake love and those who love him, as everyone around him now loves everything he does, irrespective of being good or bad. Asake is so much loved by his fans. The love is so huge. But I think you fans should take it easy. You know, as a fan, you can commend him when he did something good, and you can also let him know when it's the other way around. And this is where we'll be drawing the curtain for today on the entertainment segment. I believe you so much enjoyed the gist. And to the sports lovers, the next segment is for you. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to your favorite breakfast show, Man Safari. I am Abdul Farid Ogunyemi. On our lineup of stories for today, Barcelona star Gavi has signed a new contract that will tie him to the club until 2026. The Camp Nou club confirmed the signing on Thursday. Barca have released an official statement confirming the Spanish international new deal runs for 4 years and include a release clause of a massive €1 billion to make it nigh impossible job for interested parties such as Liverpool and Manchester United to snap him up. The Red Devils face Sheriff, who play in the Moldova's top flight in the Europa League on Thursday night, and they ran out 2-0 winners thanks to goal from Jordan Sancho and Ronaldo. Sancho put Manchester United in front in the 17th minute with a left-footed drive into the far corner which went in at the post. Later on in the first half, Diogo Dalot won a penalty after being tripped in the box. Ronaldo stepped up and beat the goalkeeper to register his first goal of the campaign. It was also the Portuguese 699th club goal. Sheriff had no answer to United's goals, and this meant the Manchester outfit picked up the first 3 points of the Europa League group stage. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday approved national honours of Officer of the Order of the Niger and cash award of 200 million naira for the Team Nigerian's contingent to the 2022 Commonwealth Games and the World Athletics Champion. President congratulated the athletes for their outstanding performance, saying their hour of sporting glory being the radar of the world and Nigeria, adding their exploits projected the positive image of the country. Among the athletes who received this honor is the world champion and record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, Toby Amuson. And that was all on sports segments for this week.
Right, so parents all over Nigeria ensure to get a school that matches with your pocket. That's your regulation. All right, my name is Sastino Ujaye.
You're running.
Next time.
You're running. Are you going to regulate your pocket? All right, I wish you luck, parents, that school resumes. Go to school you can afford, and your child will get the education they need. From me, Amina Yusuf, it's bye for now.